gentlemen. It's NiP versus Cloud9 in a best-of-3 quarterfinals here at ESL 1 Cologne 2017. And let's get this game underway. NiP going to be starting on the CT side and Cloud9 on the terrorist side, and the game is live.
I like that a lot from Shroud. Just the small detail that you noticed, but he was drinking coffee, right? Much better than drinking energy drinks, because it doesn't spike it doesn't mess with your blood sugar. There's no real, like, you're not going to crash if you're just drinking straight coffee, no sugar in it. It's a much better way to just get a little bit of a jolt than to open yourself up to a big crash, a sugar dump. So I like that. That was Fnatic way back in the day. That was Fnatic who were actually the first ones to really start doing that. Stop drinking Coca-Cola, stop drinking any sweets, eating any sweets at tournaments to try and make their blood sugar a little bit more leveled out.
Let's see how this unfolds. Smoke and a diffuse kit on Get Right, just in case there's any Molotov shenanigans with. Nothing does have one, but I think it's going to be used in a different way from what we normally see. There's Get Right opening up. Forest with a headshot as well, shutting down Stewie. And we're off to a blazing start here for NiP. Cloud9 now 3 versus 5. Have to find their way onto the bomb site somehow, and Forest finding yet another headshot. Exist finally goes down, jumping for the trade, and Forest picking up the kill on Automatic. A ridiculous move, and he's looking for more shenanigans. Forest coming in with quad kill in the first round. Unbelievable.
Oh boy. Okay. This is the start. This is what it means when Forest isn't laughing at the beginning. More of this. More of this for Forest. Look at that last shot too. He took his time. Just made sure he was going to get the headshot.
Just performing actual parkour in the middle of the match. Just jumping through trains and making that work. That must have looked ridiculous from his point of view.
Oh, we got a technical timeout here. Sometimes, you're getting warmed up to the game, and there's just things that you don't notice until you're actually in the match. Hopefully they'll get it sorted out quick. Take a look at this. That's really good awareness. This is a smoke as well that's evaporating in front of him. Automatic, man. That's going to get you wrecked, isn't it? And this last one, it's like, there it is, the headshot. Well, Threat, you could be happy about that. They're definitely not happy about having a pause. You don't want to let Cloud9 have a moment to catch their breath in a situation like this. You want to just keep that pressure on. But that is the kind of performance that you're looking for if you're a fan of NiP and you're a fan of Forest.
It's a bit of a time for everyone to take a deep breath. We should recap that Cloud9 didn't get the bomb down. It means they're going to be buying Tech9 and Armor in the next round. It's really no surprise at all. But we'll see how that plays out. Definitely on Train, you can do a lot of damage. And for once, I want NiP to be more leaned back in their defense. If they hold close to the entrances on either A or B against Tech9s, that's an easy way to lose a round.
Absolutely. And what we've seen so far in this tournament in the past couple of months, teams have become much better at dealing with the anti-ecos, not losing to the 4 spies in the second round after winning the pistol. And so Cloud9, well, Skadoodle is going to prioritize that AWP. That's what we expect to see from him. But Shroud as well, not spending everything. A bit of a half point coming in here for Cloud9. Draken flashed out from Alley, looking for the first peek. Nothing. Wisely. This is usually nothing spot. And he's pretty clever about it. Rarely gets caught off guard.
Definitely putting pressure on Cloud9, just not knowing what's on the other side of that smoke. A lot of the map that you're sort of missing. And Draken is doing a pretty good job holding on to that. And the rest of Cloud9 just waiting and hoping that maybe there's going to be more aggressive pushes coming in somewhere. And they can pick up a kill and have NiP make them an early mistake, which right now it doesn't seem like they're doing. Again, defense is really far drawn back. It's kind of everything you'd want out of a round like this for NiP. It would have to be a miracle opening for Cloud9 to make a breakthrough in this defense.
Yeah, we're getting to that minute mark. And Automatic is deciding now's the time to go. Hoping to find somebody at green train, not going to be the case. Rez is holding around the corner. But NiP, nobody has spotted him either. You can see Rez is, I like this angle from Rez because it allows you to spot the E-box as well as next to blue train towards A main, where Automatic is. And so he's holding just one long line. A lot of information gained from that one position here for Rez, and we'll see if he can benefit from that. Automatic is pretty much going to walk right into him when he goes around the corner.
They really want that deagle shot. That's what this is all about right now, and just someone peek. And if they do, the whole trap is going to be sprung over at the B bomb side instead. That's where the eventual rush is going to be. One smoke and one flashbang going to be going in from Shroud. Rez gets the line. And now Exist holding here. They're trying to see if they can make their way through. He actually does get tagged in the face right away, so probably will be a bomb plant here for Cloud9, but they should not be able to hold on to it at all. NiP should have no trouble recovering this round.
Yeah, they have no utility, no Molotov on upper, and Get Right finds the headshot. Get Right with both headshots! Okay, then Get Right. Very well done. Shroud and Skadoodle doing the best they can, but it's not going to be good enough. But the big thing here is that Cloud9 get the bomb plant, and so Skadoodle will be the one who's smiling about that. Gets him $800 closer to getting that AWP in the 4th round, or in the 3rd. Now they actually have a plant, but no, they went for the force this round, and so...
They went for the force. I mean, if they bought in this round, it'd be pretty disappointing, because that would prevent Skadoodle from getting the AWP, and we really want that. And he's certainly saving for it. Means this next round is going to be potentially even easier for NiP. No armor at all this time for Cloud9. So a bit of a casual, slow start to this game.
Still rocking the UMPs as well. I like it. Ooh, I really like this timing, though, from Cloud9. Could be the rush onto B. Exist gets that Molotov out very quickly. Shroud, looks like it's just the waterfall. Straight out from upper. Exist has to hold the line. He can't get overwhelmed, and he just stays alive long enough to make sure that Shroud kills himself throwing off the upper.
Yeah, took enough damage. Cracked his legs on impact, and Skadoodle goes down after picking up a single kill. That will make it, for anyone who is keeping account, 3 kills, I believe, in the first 3 rounds for Cloud9.
Yeah, you can see it pretty clearly right there. That's painful if you're Cloud9. It's not ideal, but with good eco management, they'll be all, hey! Shout out to Jerk. He's right there.
Yeah, I saw him being interviewed by G2 earlier as well. So yeah, we've got some well-known faces in the crowd, which is wonderful. Now this is where it gets real. This was all just fluff in the beginning. We've got a 3-0 lead for NiP, but really, this is where it matters. Cloud9 have the rifles. They got that AWP on Skadoodle. There's one on Draken as well. Let's see how this plays out. The American team, if they can fire back early on here, we've got a really interesting first half on our hands. Looks like Skadoodle isn't being given many targets, and actually, apart from Draken, who's strangely holding forward with the AWP, there's not that much aggression from NiP.
Not at all. In fact, NiP seems like perhaps they expected to have quite a bit of aggression on A early on, with 4 players ready, camping. There's the shot, and he misses the chance, Draken. Just a little bit of a scary situation there. Automatic is there to back up Skadoodle as well. Bomb has been dropped in a safe spot for Cloud9.
Oh, goes for a bit of a peek, actually jumps up on the side of the train, which you can there. Gets taken out by Skadoodle. I almost thought he was going to go for that Guardian-style peek, where he was just moving close to the actual main entrance on top of the train, but they're down a man, and that could be a problem. Still 50 seconds on the clock here for Cloud9 to make a breakthrough. We'll see exactly where they're going to go. Looks like 3 down Ivy, which means Rez and Forrest are going to have a pretty big job on their hands. Forrest has picked up the AWP in the meantime. 40 seconds. Rez, he has really impressed us this tournament, but he only has a UMP and a flashbang. It's hard life.
Yeah, it's not much fun. He can get that flash off the train, though, but it doesn't look like he's in position to do it. And with 28 seconds left, they're cutting it a bit fine here, Cloud9. Smoke goes down. Rez goes for the flash, charging through. You're playing against NA players, Rez. They're not going to get caught by that.
Oh, they know that all too well. Now 5 versus 3. The problem is only 16 seconds left here. Cloud9, where's the bomb plant? It's coming out now, but if they lose the plant, get right, and he's just picking up a couple of kills right at the edge of the smoke. Forest is going to get taken down. 5 seconds. The bomb is being planted, and Skadoodle will follow through. Nothing with a double kill. And Cloud9 pick up the first round, making it 1-3. Now they're on the board. Now we've got a real game on our hands.
This is the tough thing here for NiP. And this is why you really need to see players like Get Right, Exist, and Forrest lead the way. Get those high impact frags that will allow Draken and Rez to get some time for confidence. Because they're playing on the stage right now. This is a totally different beast from playing in a studio or playing online at home, in Prac, etc. You're playing on one of the biggest stages in esports, period. And so that might be getting into their heads just a little bit here for NiP.
A double AWP instead. They did have a good economy on the NiP side. Currently, Automatic has 0 kills and Draken has 0 kills, and Rez is on 1, Stewie, Shroud. It's just way too early to make any good judgments about how this is going to play out. Both of the teams are off to a bit of a slow start, but that could be all right. Shroud will take Draken down. That's definitely not the kind of fight that they were looking for. And Draken with the AWP over there, you'd think he could maybe try and edge that kill in. 4 versus 5, and in the 5th round here. Another good opening for Cloud9, and they really slow it down after the openings. They don't go anything quick.
Just excellent utility management here from Cloud9, though. Look at this. They still have practically everything. Now, exactly, when you can start actually getting some of those smokes into play, you can go for a full execute, you have all the tools necessary, plus the man advantage. This should be a follow-up round here for Cloud9. It's going to take something heroic from NiP.
Well, given the fact that the bomb is gravitating towards the B side, Exist might be in a position to do something incredibly heroic up here. He does have a Molotov as well, so if he gets the first kill, he can actually block off a lot. Now instead, he's dropped really low, and they're going to be able to catch him. Stewie challenging that fight. That's a very smart move from him. And that, maybe NiP should save these guns here. 3 versus 5. The bomb is about to go down unless Forrest can get a lot of kills before anything else happens. This isn't really worth it, and Rez goes down to nothing. This time over at Ivy. Forrest jumping in. He's definitely going to be dead. No, oh, what? The no-scope through the smoke. Still not going to make a difference, but Automatic is going to be pissed. Get Right is alone here.
You don't outlurk Get Right. The man is going to be ready. And another kill. Now he's got his 3. Get Right's done his job. He can back off and save. He's made it so that somebody on Cloud9 has to force. They can't just drop guns left and right and be all right as far as the economy is concerned. Just save the gun. And I think what Get Right is hoping for right now is that he can recover the AWP from Forrest. When that bomb goes off, if he can just dart in here, he's looking for it. And sure enough, up against the wall. Is he lucky?
Did not get it.
That's
Stuck with
frustrating.
the AK, but it would have been better if he could have saved the AWP. That would have been really cool.
That you see all the guns just go flying past, and then it's just like, well, which one is it? Did I get lucky here or not? Clever stuff, though, from Get Right. He got the maximum amount out of that situation there, getting Cloud9 to spend a lot and saving an AK. AK, that one-shot headshot potential now on the CT side. That's when you see guys, sometimes on CT side, once they get an AK, they just go full beast mode because they know that they can do tremendous amounts of damage. But Cloud9 not really taking any risks at all.
No, and it's becoming evident that Cloud9 have a solid plan right here. Stewie's doing a remarkable job in holding this squad back. They're just not giving many openings for NiP. Even when they get the frags, they wait for a long time and then they follow through with the plan. It's all really smooth right now from Cloud9's point of view. NiP's economy wrecked in this round, and we'll have to see what they could do a little bit later.
Where is Young Stu? Hold on, is Young Stu watching Shroud's back, or is he making sure that somebody can't push from lower?
Yeah, he's over by the brown holes just.
Okay. I was a little bit curious about that setup, considering Shroud was actually pushing forward to clear out upper ramp.
6th round in, and still plenty of time on the clock here. Using the utility, I think that grenade went slightly the wrong way. It's supposed to bounce out a little bit further, but doesn't really matter in this particular case. Stack is mostly towards the B bomb site, which is also where the AK-47 is, so this A hit for Rez and Draken is going to mean a pretty quick end, especially Rez, who's just got the USP. At least Draken has got a bit more firepower.
Push is about to come through. Holding close. Draken, is he going to get the lucky shot? Yep, catches him looking the wrong way and actually gets 2 kills. What a play. Automatic is there to get the frag back. He's not going to be able to pick up Rez, however. They do know that he's holding close, and that Molotov is really going to force him into the corner. This is a pre-fire sort of shot coming in for Automatic if he actually wants to hunt for it. But instead, he's looking for the shots on the site itself. They need to get this bomb planted. 8 seconds left here for Cloud9, and Rez could be the hero, but it's going to be Get Right stepping up, and the AK, the save, comes back to haunt Cloud9 in the end. What a hero, Get Right.
So you're just praising Cloud9 for their patience and their coordination, but in a round where you're against 1 AK and 4 pistols, you really don't want to be in a situation where you run out of time.
The timing there, that's the whole difference right there. It's just the timing, the fact that he swaps out from his rifle as he runs around the corner, nothing. That's painful.
4-2 as a scoreline. Moving into the 7th round, Cloud9 not going to be happy about losing that round. They will luckily have the money to buy. I mean, especially with the bomb plant, that was going to work out. Still want to see something crazy with the AWP out of Draken as well. It seems like he hasn't had many chances. Been shut down a couple of rounds. But down at Ivy Rez, is there going to be a flashbang from a teammate? Setting it up, but no, it doesn't actually come through. It looked like Draken was ready for it, but nothing finds that frag yet again.
Yeah, watching his teammates back. Scott doesn't take a single point of damage. That goes according to plan. Although Nothing is the one carrying the majority of the utility. Between him and Automatic, they have most of the nades here for Cloud9, so you don't want Nothing getting picked off just like that. But he maintains his opper. Good teammate, that Nothing. Man advantage now for Cloud9. Minute left. And I really do think that Cloud9 need to start speeding it up just a little bit here. They keep letting it get down to 30 seconds before they actually execute on a site, and that's leaving them so little room for error. You can't really do that versus NiP, because look at what Get Right just did in the last round.
Yeah, it's like the early part of this game is so good because they keep getting the entry frag. I mean, that's the hardest part of playing on the T side, right? So once you've done that, yeah, just make sure you push before there's only 20 seconds left and you'll be fine. Down to 40 seconds this time, and they're making their way out into the yard. Draken covering this long line, and he's going to be rewarded for the patience. Taking down Skadoodle up on the train, takes Stewie as well. And finally, Automatic coming into play with a big double kill. It leaves Exist at a 1 versus 3 with a bomb down as well. And Cloud9 showing that the first 2 rounds weren't just an accident. They know how to play this T side on train. And Exist, he's going to get 1 kill, but there's still so much to come, especially because Automatic has that Molotov. He can buy a lot of time with it. And Exist going to go down. Automatic with a triple. And Cloud9 making it 3-4. They are edging closer.
The margins are so fine, Anders. We were 2 HP away from a sick play there from Drake, and he got the collateral shot on Nothing as well. Nothing survives while he's planting the bomb with 2 HP. Otherwise, we're looking at it, a totally different beast. Here we go. We get the replay of it as well. They line up for him. Gets the shot on Stewie, but if had he canceled the plant as well...
Yeah, that could have been the round.
That would have been insane.
Well, here's a change of pace for the American side. Stewie charging right in and Rez completely caught off guard. And in fact, NiP have actually invested into this round, so that could really backfire on them. The Swedish side need to make this work. Forrest and then Get Right, that classic duo coming in with a couple of kills each. Leaving it in a 4-on-3 with Shroud pushed up very far. Exist rushing down towards the E-box, but Get Right still got some life left in him. And he's going to pick up a 2nd kill of the round now. Skadoodle and Nothing. They don't have the bomb, but they've got lots of time.
Too much hesitation on Cloud9's part. This is definitely what's costing them here. They keep going up to the bomb train 1 at a time, and the shot going to be missed by Skadoodle. Draken hits it first. It's on Nothing now to clutch it. 1v3. Get Right was low. That's a good start. 1v2 now, and unfortunately for him, Forrest hits the perfect timing, catches him with the nade in his hand, does a lot of damage, and Draken is there to collect the frag. But I think the main thing here for Cloud9 in this, they changed the pace, but look at how far up Stewie was. Everybody else was all back by E-box, and Stewie's just like, I'm on the bomb side. I need some help here.
Yeah, but even in that first push, you know, why are Forrest and Get Right being allowed to stand on that bomb train? Like, you can throw Molotovs that just clear out, you know, the whole backside of that carriage, and then, you know, they have to fall back and see connector or further back.
So just the metal carriage?
Yeah, I think they could have done a better job with the grenades in that round. Cloud9 didn't quite succeed in doing that. Excellent shot from Get Right. Stewie, no more feet or knees or anything. It's just gone.
Pulped.
Oh, looking for more. There's the double kill with the Max 7, and with a bit of timing, maybe could have even taken down Automatic. He doesn't have any armor, and he's definitely dead. Get Right with a triple, and that will be 6-3. This game is swinging all over the place. Yep. I feel like Cloud9 have like a really good solution because NiP keep losing the entries when it's rifles versus rifles, but they can't seem to close out the rounds. And
dude, Get Right sitting at 13-03 right now. That's a pretty solid score line. Forrest had the strong start, but Get Right has definitely shown up as well. And it feels like, I mean, it feels like ages since we've seen Get Right, you know, topping a scoreboard. The man is back, perhaps. He was on hiatus. He went on vacation. He's a Swede, so he probably went to Thailand. But now he's here to play.
He's been gone a very long time. And I know from talking to him, it's been a personal sort of failure as well. Definitely been a tough time for him. Now, looking a lot different. Draken will get the kill or Nothing. This round should be easy for NiP. The Cloud9 squad just wanted to get the bomb down in this situation. They've done more than that, in fact. Get Right doing more with the Max 7. That's a lot of money in his pockets. But honestly, this is job well done for Cloud9. 2 kills and a bomb plant. If they could have made their way out with the M4, it would have been even too much to ask for. But $10,000 on Get Right.
It's refreshing to see, just because this is like old JW style on train. Close main, close pop dog with the Swag 7, just looking for shotguns. But I would love to see Get Right actually hold on to that in a buy round. Not going to be the case. That would have been true J-dubs. But instead, it's going to be him on the UMP, 3 rifles, the AWP, fully equipped both teams. And now the pressure is starting to mount here for Cloud9. They need to start getting a bit more of an impact in these rounds. They just actually just win a round. If they let it go 12-3 here, NiP are going to be feeling way too good on this first map. But we do have Cash coming up as the second map here in this best of 3. We will at least have Cash. Cobble is the third map if necessary.
Maybe trying for more of a standard B take in this particular round. Seems like they've had some losses out of that A yard. Get Right and Exist are currently holding down there. Get Right. I was wondering for a minute if he was going to try and go up the ladder, but he's actually got a flashbang in his hand, so he's waiting for a signal play from Cloud9, and that smoke could very well be the signal. Now it's just a question of time. If you get the grenade right, then Cloud9 are going to run in, be blind, and then him and Exist will spray them down. That's the plan right now.
Yeah, Forest is pretty close as well for the rotation through connector. And now the execute is going to come through. It's the timing. Flash is there. Get Right. Perfect. The flash goes off in Stewie's face. It'll be a 1-for-1. Exist doing his job, though. Finds a headshot on Shroud, and they maintain the man advantage for the retake. And now NiP, so difficult. Automatic is going to be the hero. He's going to charge forward and try and take the fight to NiP, not let them get too close to the site too quickly.
That's a good idea, because NiP have a lot of grenades. If they can't hold them back, then those Molotovs are really going to be a lot of trouble for Cloud9. 7-3 the scoreline here. Let's see what the Americans can do. Automatic, he's got the sound. He knows they're there. He's going to take down, actually, Skadoodle taking down Rest. Automatic running in, but now it's all on Skadoodle. He's got the double. He needs the quad. Going to try for the flick there. Not quite connecting, and now NiP are moving closer, covering the line. He almost gets the mid-air shot, but they're right on top of him. And he goes down to Forest, who just falls off the train for the defuse. And he's going to have it in time as well. It will be 8-3. Tough retake for NiP, but I think for sure Automatic is going to be sad about that round. It looked like he had the timing to get a quick double there.
To get that second shot through. And Scott, well, I believe at the beginning we saw that he's had 3 1vx situations so far in the group stage. We're into the playoffs now, and he wasn't able to make it happen that time. But I'm convinced that's because we're not at the end of the half just yet. A lot of those 1vxs happened, 14th round, 15th round in the first half. Scott would do something crazy to keep Cloud9 in the match. So we'll see. Doesn't have his AWP this round, but he could always go and kill Draken and take his.
Draken is at least giving them the opportunity. He's down by Ivy, pushed up. Nothing on the other side, still just waiting, patiently playing for that angle. Nothing out of the ordinary apart from this for NiP. Draken going to be flashed, trying to fire the AWP, but should just fall back by now. I don't think there's any point in pressuring this too much. Again, it's a pretty big giveaway if you end up going down. He is still taking this fight. It's very bold, but the flames covering it could have easily been a tough situation. Automatic.
Yeah, he has a flash still.
Automatic.
Yeah, exactly. He's already out on the site. This is a perfect position for him because Stewie's going to find the first shot. He misses his opportunity, though, and the gig is up. They know where he is, and Force is there to assassinate him. Draken hits the shot on Stewie as well. 3-on-3, pushing forward onto the site, or at least trying to here, Cloud9. They're getting bogged down, but Shroud takes advantage, and Shroud with the double.
Draken now, can he stop the bomb from going down? He actually misses the shot. He had one opportunity and didn't make it work, and that reaction is exactly right.
That's exactly what you feel right there.
It's not clear that he would have won the round if he had got that kill, but certainly that would have been very interesting. I mean, I'm shocked that Cloud9 won that round. I feel like they are missing a bit of explosion in their play. If you walk into the A bomb side, like all the way up onto the sort of the bomb zone, and that's when the fight starts, you have to follow through. And it feels like Cloud9, they sort of start the fight and then they wait around for a long time, and it's a bit weird,
There's a mental block that can develop like that if you get caught in a certain spot, and then it's just a matter of breaking it, of just finally committing. And that's the main thing here. They just need to commit to these plays, Cloud9. They can't continue to get caught, although NiP, they're doing a very good job of punishing that. Draken, he's changed it up. He was aiming for the long-range shot before, now he's on lower ramp. Will be able to make it out in time. Shroud decides not to chase, for fear perhaps of running into a trap. But this will wind up on A once again here for Cloud9. 3 players towards Alley.
We'll see how it plays out. Get Right close by E-Box, and then Forest behind him. And that duo of players, if they can shut down the push through main and Pop Dog, then even if Ivy falls, that's still a pretty good situation for NiP. Cloud9 patiently waiting once again. They don't want to give any easy kills away for the NiP squad. We'll see what Rez can do. He's had a pretty tough game down here at Ivy. 2 kills for him so far. Flashbang to try and break any kind of timing for Cloud9, and now moving into the angle is Skadoodle. He's going to be going for the flick. He doesn't quite get it, but Stewie with a great headshot to take down Rest, and that should really spark the opening here. Now they need to go. Automatic making some noise, but not enough. Draken still stays alive for just a minute, jumping off the ladder, trying to find the angle. Forest gets a kill, and now Draken is down. A lot of pressure on Get Right and Forest out in this yard. They need to make it work. Get Right getting one. He sees the feed. He actually turns around. The timing is almost there for him. There's the shot coming through, and Skadoodle goes down to Exist, leaving nothing, just nothing. Again in a 1-on-X, and he's only got 10 seconds. What a hard round for him to try and win after everything they did. The flash dunk is perfect, though. Almost getting the shot through with 4 seconds left. The bomb is going to come in, and now it's the 1-on-1. Get right on top of the train, and nothing. Crouching, not showing himself. Now he sees it, but Get Right finding the flick and the headshot. A triple kill for the clutch here. The master is definitely back. He's got 19 kills in 13 rounds.
I haven't seen...
Oh. Staring his victim dead in the eye.
There's a long history between Nothing and Get Right as well. They've known each other for a long time. But I have to say, Anders, this roster change for NiP, one little detail is because we get to stay at the same hotel as some of the players. So you get to see a bit how the players are reacting as they progress through the tournament. I haven't seen Get Right this smiley in what feels like forever. Like every time I see him now, he's just looking cheerful, looking like he's in a good mood, things are going right. And you can tell it's clearly translating into the game for him here. We're looking at a different Get Right, a revitalized Get Right. Whereas Cloud9 right now, they cannot be pleased with the result of that round. Getting the openings as well. Skadoodle hits the leg shot on Forrest, so they have that going for him at least.
Kind of a bold move from Forrest, just walking in and shooting that M4 into A main. That might as well have been a kill there. And they don't want to let go of this now. This has actually been a terrific first half for NiP. Especially because I think a lot of the power of having Threat on your team is not going to manifest itself on the CT side so much. I mean, it will make a difference, but I think Threat's real strength is the T side, and they're not even there yet. I would be a bit worried if I was Cloud9 right now.
Oh, yes. We've seen a lot of solid T side halves for many of these teams. It's been kind of a trend. More T rounds have been picked up. So Cloud9 now, they're going to have to wholly rely on that CT defense because there are only 2 rounds left here. Best case scenario, 9-6. And let's see if they can pull it off. Draken there with the opening pick in the round. Get Right finds a headshot of his own, and Rez holds his own. Doesn't feel like we've gotten to say that too much. Rez has had a bit of a bumpy first half here, but it's just Nothing alone in a 1v5.
With an AWP as well. A great round from Draken, and Exist will take the last kill and make it 10-4. This is, I mean, there's nobody on Cloud9 that's really gone completely missing. They're all, you know, getting the kills. They've just had really a hard time closing out rounds where they make it a 4 versus 5 right at the beginning, and then you're supposed to be able to convert most of those rounds. 15th one is coming up, and sadly for Cloud9, they just don't have the money to really make this a buy. Man.
Yeah,
This is a hard life right now for the Americans.
This time, however, they are not the only NA team in the playoffs. Couple more. So we'll see. Shroud, once again, punishes Draken for going for that peek. Draken, you keep doing that. And if Shroud is ready for you, he's perfectly capable of punishing the predictable play. Wallbangs onto Exist as well. That was sick. I like it.
Exist not going to be too happy at all about that. Forrest will get a kill on Stewie. At least brings it back to a 4 versus 4. Automatic has the AWP, so we'll see if he can make something work with it. The real problem for Cloud9 is the lack of grenades. They want to get down and put that bomb down on the B bomb side, but how do you survive entering here? You could smoke off the sidewalk, but that only leaves a couple of more options still open. Exist trying to fall back, holding close is Get Right. Turning around for the one flashbang. Exist has gone down. Get Right coming in with another kill. And this time Automatic's the victim, leaving Rez in a 1 versus 2.
You got to be careful about those confidence plays, and that ends up costing them.
What a round from Cloud9. 10-5. Definitely well done. They should be excited about that one. First half, still looking very interesting. It could go either way. We'll see what happens when we come back after the break. Stay with us. Second half is coming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half coming up here. NiP and Cloud9 in the best of 3 quarterfinals. Second half is going to be coming up now. And right now, NiP are looking like they're back. Who would have thought? Absolutely. Right. I mean, it's not just that they're back. It's the fact that it's Get Right and Forest at the top of the scoreboard doing most of the work. Their Orpa and Drekken is doing so much work. And it's all just working out. Even though Rez has had a tough game, they're still doing a fine job. Now, I want to see Cloud9 do the same. It's time for them to step it up. They had a bit of a rough start on the T side, in spite of some really good plays. Now let's see if they can follow through and make the comeback here on the CT side. Instead, it's NiP with a Glock rush right into the B bomb side. Automatic, he has to get pure headshots. Everybody's flashed. There's one, there's a second. And Automatic, he can't get the third, but what a great double kill. Now it's Skadoodle up on the train, looking to snipe away. They're getting close, and Rez coming in with a big kill there. He's going to get shut down by Shroud. The bomb will be planted, but they can't make it out alive, and it's a lot of trouble for Exist. Having to retake and defend the bomb in a 1 versus 3 with 7 health now. No chance at all. What a round from Cloud9, and all praise Automatic. That was really big.
It worked out perfectly, and this is where you start to wonder just how polished NiP's T side is going to be, because they have had that new change in the roster. They don't even know which are their good maps yet because they just haven't had enough time to work on them. And so going into T side, when you have Rez, it is kind of expected to see him struggling here because it's one of his first times on a massive stage, one of the biggest stages.
This is interesting. The Betway odds, a lot of people actually think that NiP be winning this. That sort of surprises me. Maybe they've been convinced by the group stage. NiP did look good. I would caution heavily against that. Like, trying to compare best of 1 games to best of 3 games, I think is really dangerous. But they've got the crowd.
So you like to live dangerously, huh, Anders?
No, I'm just a fanboy. You know how that works. I like to make crazy predictions because it really messes Moses up when I'm right, and you know.
I know that's
historically speaking.
Dude, you've just been like that for ages, though. I mean, you were saying Astralis were going to be the best team in the world for like a year before they looked even close to getting there, just to mess with them.
Called Electronic as being the new up-and-coming Russian player. More than a year before it happened.
He is a baller, though. He is a baller.
Very good. This is easy for Cloud9. Shutting down a couple of players that have no armor. They shouldn't really be losing any rifles. Well, as I say that, Forest is having fun with the Deagle. Can't let that happen. You don't want to let Forest have any fun at all, because it seems like he becomes exponentially more dangerous the more fun he has. There's like a correlation there. So make sure he's not having a good time.
It's tough.
Put salt in his coffee or whatever it takes.
Dude, that would be so disgusting. Actually, I think that's just like instant throwing up. You know, it's like if you drink poison one day or something, you eat a mushroom that you shouldn't. Salt and coffee. I think that'd be a pretty good combo.
Maybe it's the new product, the new big thing.
Just thinking about it makes me nauseous.
Well, let's not go there then. Draken goes down. Skadoodle finding the kill long range with the MP7. That's just fine. And all is good in the hood for Cloud9. 7-10. I think it's a bit upsetting for them to not have done better on the T side, but when you win the pistol, especially the way that they did, and then, you know, you get the follow-up rounds nice and smooth, you're starting to feel a bit more comfortable again. The only problem is NiP can buy rifles in this round here. And not that much utility on the Cloud9 team, at least in terms of AWPs and even the MP7 there on Skadoodle. See how it plays out. Well, good trade to begin with there. Nothing going down. Even if Stewie got the refrag, very dangerous move from Automatic. I would like to see that in slow motion. You see Forrest's face popping in, and Automatic is no more.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a minute to talk? No! Skadoodle. I like it, I like it. I don't know, this is still an open round here. 3-on-3 should favor NiP, especially if they go running out onto the site, but Skadoodle, he's picked up an AK and he puts it to good use. Forest already taken down. Man advantage now for Cloud9, and a 2-man advantage. Skadoodle stepping up yet again in a key round that will keep Cloud9 growing with their economy here in the CT side. It would be only so fitting if Ska picks up the quad, and it's looking like it might happen. He's got the angle, and sure enough, he'll do it. Well done, Skadoodle. A key round, a big play, and that will keep Cloud9 on the right track.
That puts him on top of the scoreboard for Cloud9, at least at 14 kills. And this is very exciting. Let's see how this looks. Oops. What a good time. This is really important. One of the worst aspects of Skadoodle as a player used to be that he was only good with the AWP. Give him a rifle and he didn't do anything at all. It's just not even worth it, you know. Rounds like these are kind of encouraging. You know, if he can start to add that aspect to his play, he can be an even more lethal player than he already is. So, I'm kind of excited about that, but no more rifling. Instead, it's that AWP on Scar. Already picking off Rest. Nothing with a kill on Forest. Bomb plant not going to happen this round either. Nothing doing all the work out here. Surviving on 5 health with a quad kill, making it 10-9.
Okay, then.
This game is definitely on now. Like, this could go all 30 rounds.
It's almost like formulaic when it comes to Cloud9. You know, they start getting into the flow, and then it just turns into guys. One guy drops 3 frags in the round. Then it's the next guy's turn. Then it's the next guy's turn. This time it was nothing. We'll see who shows up this round. But you're right. I mean, we're talking a lot. We're focusing a lot on Get Right, Forest, you know, revitalized for NiP. But Skadoodle's shape over the past couple of weeks here has been phenomenal.
And
he has certainly stepped up, and nothing as well. So the old hands here, especially in case of nothing. But you've got the North American vets who are starting to wake up and become a real threat again.
It's a nice grenade of really long distance there to block off Ivy. Automatic going to take up the challenge, just runs down the lane, going for the spray. Flashes in as well, Automatic dropping the bomb, but they're all around him still. And he's getting shot at the back. Get Right will pick up the kill. Rest took down Skadoodle as well, and suddenly, snap of a finger, we're in a 2-on-3. Stewie gets 1, but it's not quite enough here. Shroud still has a lot of work to do. Holding on to the site. They've got the bomb. If he can fall back here, Get Right, he's got the time to make it out.
Yep, they're going
That's
to
what he's going to do. That's a very smart move.
Or they should go to B.
Oh,
why is he here? Why does he stay? Shroud with the double headshot clutch. Why doesn't he go straight up Pop Dog to B when they know Shroud is on A?
That's quite shocking, because if he had gone Pop Dog and just made his way out, then the player on the A bomb side could have caught Shroud in rotation.
Then they win. It's like hands down, they just win.
Oh, that's... depending on what happens here, we should definitely be asking NiP about this round. Look at Shroud. This is the mechanical aim that he's so well known for. Monstrous flick coming in as well. A beautiful play coming out for him. He shuts down the 2 top fraggers on NiP just like that.
You don't expect to see that kind of mistake from Get Right and Forest both. That's an interesting development there. That's really going to shock Cloud9, or rather NiP.
It might not even have been their mistake. It could be someone else on the team making a call. You know,
communication, perhaps.
Something like that. Well, tactical timeout has been picked up here. And the scoreline is tied 10-10. Cloud9 absolutely looking great in the second half, winning 5 rounds in a row. That's how it's done.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Is this the moment? Whoa, NiP. They're going for the buy after all. Playing with fire, perhaps? No, this is a half buy from them. Still... Get Right with that single AK. We've seen some heroics from him so far on this map when he had the rifle. Skadoodle there to start, however, finds the first shot on Rez. And he's able to back off safely as well. On the other side, Automatic catches Forrest, who's trying to lurk his way out, trying to draw the attention of Cloud9 over towards that A site. But Cloud9, they remain fixed in position. 3 on A, 2 on B. They're ready for anything right now.
Man, that was a brave play from Skadoodle. He must have heard the footsteps, and he must have heard that there was more than one person, and he still just face peeks it. That's pretty interesting. I mean, that Tech9, he could have been done right then and there. But he makes it look easy. 5 versus 3. Cloud9 about to take the round lead here. Not something that NiP are really hoping for.
Sorry, I got to reload my water bottle with Red Bull here. Okay, we're good.
It's a classic. AK on Get Right, so still a chance that maybe they could find an opening and lurk in a couple of kills. Now, Shroud actually might just give them the opportunity here. This is a bit much. He goes down. Not sure that's really necessary. Someone's going to want to have a word with Shroud later on. Automatic took down Get Right. That makes up for it, at least in some way, but don't give them any free kills here. You need all the economy you can possibly get.
They're close to being able to rotate back into Connector as well. 30 seconds left. There would have been time, barely, right, if they had just hauled away from Alley with the bomb and tried to wrap. But now there's confirmation here for Cloud9. Should not be an issue. Draken with a beautiful headshot on nothing, but they still have no idea where Automatic is playing from, and he is going to be the thorn in NiP's side with 10 seconds left. There's just not enough time here for them to react, although Exist does hear the footsteps. 1-for-1 trade, and we're into it now. The thick of it. Exist in a 1v2 clutch situation. Will Stewie make any noise coming down Pop Dog, however?
Will it even matter? He's got no grenades. He has to go down naked. Exist, though, looking the wrong way for the moment. Now he's down, and Exist doesn't stand a chance. That's very hard for him to play that 1v2 regardless, but what a huge round for NiP.
That
3 kills and a bomb plant.
Kind of plays out perfect for Cloud9, doesn't it? He hides in the one space where Stewie is going to be like, oh, I heard the footstep. Great, we know exactly where he is now. Like yeah, a little bit of a grid. Little bit of a grid. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. And so Cloud9 pull ahead, 11-10. They've made the comeback happen. They've made it through the tie situation. Now they have to withstand the NiP assault because NiP have got the full buy going into this round. Draken has got his AWP, and they have all the nades they could hope for here. Very quick spread from NiP, though, looking to be prepared for Cloud9 to go aggressive. It's just not the case.
No, Cloud9 have 2 AWPs, and that makes me really excited. I kind of like watching Stewie open. He apparently likes it too, taking down Exist over on that side of the map. Great combination from Shroud. Get right, deciding to challenge this mode instead of falling back. Forest actually opening up with a kill. AK out in the yard, but Skadoodle will take him down. That long range with the AWP, winning out this time. Rez and Draken, 2 versus 4. Looking very good for Cloud9.
They're the 2 young guns, and Rez has been struggling to hit some shots. I've actually been thinking a little bit about that, watching from the camera here. He's the one sitting closest to the camera. But also, I almost feel like Rez should be sitting between Get Right and Forest or Exist and Forest or some, some guys who can kind of like give him a shout and give it, when he does something well, right? Just keep the spirits up. There's a lot of pressure on him right now to perform.
Yeah, one of the biggest stages in esports, and with this kind of lineup, it's definitely a lot of pressure. A lot of eyes are going to be on him, and he absolutely must know it. It's different from playing in a studio. It's different from playing in your home or in your practice area. This is where it really counts. Draken with a smoke and trying to see if he can maybe get that kill in. Rest has got the bomb, but coming out of Pop Dog, almost impossible with that little health. He's going to be going down. Draken as well. That will make it 12-10 here. Cloud9 now coming back into it, winning 7 consecutive rounds in this half. That's just remarkable.
They're really getting that lockdown rolling. They're maintaining their economy as well to the point where they can actually buy if they lose a round here, Cloud9. So they have that safety net established with Skadoodle leading the way. 18 frags, but everybody's so close. 18 frags, 16 on Shroud, and then nothing Stewie and Automatic, all tied with 14. Everybody's stepping up here on Cloud9. It's always fun to see that. Like sometimes it's great to watch a guy just drop 40 frags, but then you're just like, but where are the rest of his teammates? Good to see that Cloud9 right now, everybody's firing on all cylinders.
Timeout being called here for NiP. They still have 3 left, and they might end up needing them. The way that this game is unfolding, Cloud9 are looking like a really good CT side team here, which I don't think we've always been able to say, but I'm quite happy to see them do this much damage. What's the answer for NiP?
Half buy, YOLO rush onto B site. Channel the matchmaking, Anders. That's the key here. Right
now,
I wasn't joking. I was serious. Like, just run onto B.
Just run on.
Just go for it. With the Tech 9 Kevlar, a couple of flashes, you just make it very quick, and anything can happen. You just try and make it chaotic.
Definitely worked in the past. This time, though, they're going to come out of Pop Dog, and they will get 2 quick kills in there. Forest, if he lands this headshot, that just might be it. But Shroud is left alive for the moment, and now he's looking to try and return the favor here. Another kill coming in from Shroud. Can't get the 3rd. Still a 2-on-2. The bomb is not down yet. Automatic going for the peek on top of the smoke, and he's going to get it as well. Forest in a lot of trouble. He couldn't really refrag it. He was flashed, and now he's got a minute to try and play some mind games here. This is definitely a situation where you want someone like Forest left.
Yeah, Stewie's in the perfect spot to deal with this, however. Not sure if he was close enough to hear the footsteps.
No.
But Forest now going to be walking in. He's got the angle. He's looking for the shot. Does he pre-fire this when he comes around the corner? No. No idea. Doesn't look left. Sadly, sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to listen to your mom when she tells you to look both ways before crossing the road or, exiting the door. Look both ways to make sure Stewie isn't waiting on the other corner. I
was going to say, don't teach your kids that. Give them nightmares. 13-10, 24th round is coming up. Cloud9, there's got to be some Cloud9 fans in the audience out there. I feel like they're being a little bit quiet right now, but they shouldn't be. 8 rounds in a row for the second half, an absolutely miraculous occurrence. Skadoodle taking down Get Right as they try and rush the yard. NiP trying for the change of pace, but they've already lost 1 player. Now they need those refracts and need them quickly. Forrest's going to get the kill on nothing. That at least will tie it up for the moment. Now a quick bomb plant would be in order. Stewie falling back a bit. Draken picking up Skadoodle, and now there is going to be a bomb plant. No one can stop it. 3 versus 4. This is NiP's chance to finally do something in this second half. Exist with a kill as well, and Forrest with a headshot, leaving Shroud in a 1-on-3.
Whoa, how did that get so sloppy? Manages to actually do a little bit of damage to Draken, so he has the info here. Waiting to see if the peek is going to come through, but there is absolutely no reason, especially if Draken has got that angle, but he's looking towards A main. He's not holding the E-box line, and that kid cost him. Shroud nearly finds the kill on Forrest as well. Trying to bait a response, but he's running so low on time. There's the first shot. There's the second. Does he have time to make it? He does. More than enough. He has the kit, and there's the triple kill clutch.
Absolutely nuts clutch from Shroud. I mean, I can't even believe it. This is some next level stuff, especially because he switches the angle to get the kill on Forrest first. That is just completely mad.
When was the last time you saw Shroud grinning like that, Anders? That is, well, I mean, probably when they qualified for the major. Fair enough, Anders. I answered my own question. But sick plays from Shroud. That's what you expect from Stewie or Automatic. I love it.
Fragging as well with 21 kills. This is a bit of a nightmare for NiP right now, but the Canadian player definitely showing up here today, not willing to go out against NiP, and now the Swedes are in trouble. Stewie getting a headshot quick off the bat. He will go down, but Automatic in charge of 2 kills. And falling back, he doesn't realize Get Right is that far up. Tapping away Get Right, he getting a headshot regardless on Shroud. That was pretty impressive. Will it have been enough here for Forrest to close out this round? He's got to face the AWP at some point. A lot of corpses in the way as well. We'll see how this can turn out. He's already made some noise. He's going to make the jump down, and Skadoodle not going to miss the shot this time. 15-10 map point for Cloud9.
We found them. They're there. A couple of them with the jerseys. If you made the flight over from the States, you are my hero. So sick. You got to love ESL 1 Cologne. That's what it's all about. The fact that we're smack in the middle of Europe, but also it's so easy to get here. You have fans traveling from around the world to be at this event. It truly is one of the premier events in esports.
In case you are paying attention at home, so far NiP have won no rounds on the T side. It's been 10 straight rounds for Cloud9. Whoa. From 10-5 to 15-5.
Whoa. Getting just a little out of hand here. Do they get a flawless CT half?
Right, this is some SK level stuff where you just lock down the CT side and no one can do anything. Honestly, incredibly impressive right now. Let's see what NiP can do. They are fighting for overtime right now. They need to win 5 rounds in a row. That just doesn't seem very likely.
Where is it, though? Where is it? Because look, Cloud9, they're just shifting as the nades get used. They're shifting, adjusting the distance to make sure that they can't just get rushed down too free. Flashes in, Get Right completely blind, blocking his teammate. That ends up costing him nearly the double spray again for Shroud. Instead, it's the 1-for-1, but nothing is still alive. Force might be able to end that. No, nothing wins that duel too. How is this happening? Automatic with a kill of his own. Rez and Dragon, the 2 youngsters, are the last 2 alive, and they bring it back to a 1v2.
Still so much trouble here. Rez, he's got 30 seconds to find the bomb and 2 kills as well. And now he's trapped in between them, literally sandwiched between the 2 Cloud9 players. They just play positionally so well, and there's the shot coming in. Nothing finding the last one. 16-10 in favor of Cloud9 here for the first map in the quarterfinals.